Good morning. Happy Friday. Giving honor to the Spirit of Christ, which is the head of my life and the head of the church. I want to just say God is so amazing. He's wonderful and worthy to be praised. From the rising of the sun to the going down of the same sun, His name still remains the same. And I love Jesus. I love Jesus more than I love myself. Let's just delve into it. Because He cared for me when I didn't care for me. He opened doors for me that should have been shut. But when God opens a door, no man can close. And if God tells you to humble yourself before the throne of grace, before you think you won't never do something, you might as well need to stop. Because God will bring the same thing that you said you're not going to do to your doorstep. And your response about everything should be, thank you, God. Good or bad, thank you. Let me explain something to y'all about me. I don't have pride. It's Friday. I can text a couple of people and ask them to send me some money, but that's not my motivation. My motivation is the fact that God said you lack a need, and I'm going to supply your need with knowledge. And see, knowledge is power. So when God spoke to me and told me what to do, I did it because I'm humble. In the mighty works of God, I'm humble. I'm unapologetically anointed as well. As you can see, my head is covered. I keep my head covered because I sleep the way I sleep. But know this one thing. Even though I ain't got hair on the sides, y'all see my head is covered. It's for religious purposes that I went back to covering my head. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not, but 27 years of marriage, I'm still in. And I send my most two important people when I wake up, was 3. I give God the praise and honor for my eyes open and my lungs breathing. Got another chance to get it right again. Then I bless my husband with a word of encouragement. And my son as well. I send out 3 bullets that God will protect them, shield them, love on them, be by their side. They're going in and they're going out. Even her best friend, I sent a prayer out for her and her family. Because we need to pray for the people that are around us. I pray for Mount Iraq Translation Ministries, where the Honorable Coleman and Cynthia Martin are the apostles and the leaders of our ministry. And I also want to give an honor to Arthur Bo Good and Kathy Good, which are the pastors, apostles, under my leadership. Yeah, I got my own church because I'm the sanctuary. And I wake up with a praise in my mouth. But that doesn't mean that I don't need a covering over my head. And my covering right now, the people that are responsible for my whereabouts is Mount Iraq Transformation Ministry. I've been going through a lot of pain and I've been having a lot of pain issues. And I sent a text out telling my mother what's going on. And she responded a couple of days, maybe a day later, but it's okay. She said, be well and heal. See, once you have accountability to people in your life, you share accountability of being accountable for the things that you do. And the one thing I've been doing in 13 days is moving too much. Y'all have seen me do grocery shopping, walking up and down stairs, doing things, not realizing it's only been 13 days since I've been out the hospital. I got out the 30th. Today's date is the 13th. So we can say I've been out 10 days. I don't know. Y'all know I don't keep up with time and stuff because it's 4:18 in the morning and I'm thankful for being blessed and waking up. But here's something I want to give y'all. Humble people do humble things. I saw a need for something in my house, and God humbled me enough and gave me the instructions. And don't say what you never gonna do. And I love people. Oh, I'm never gonna be able to be anointed like you. Oh, I'm never gonna be able to do this. No, don't say don't. Say I can. I can be whatever God called me to be. I can be Allah's 5 times a prayer person. I can be the Buddhist who says Yamna Horin Kekyo. I can be the person that I have a belief system in. Even if you atheist, I'm sorry, stump your toe, you, oh my God, oh, and curse words. But what I'm saying to y'all is this: humble is the way you need to live. You need to have like a childlike mind, a WWJD. What would Jesus do? Just to yourself. Because sometimes your response can catapult something else. Somebody reached out to me and I responded. I didn't respond with details, but I gave her enough message to let her know I'm fine. It is well with my soul. All things work together for the good that they are called upon this purpose. And my Job experience and my husband's Job experience don't need to be discussed with you, because you married, and all you wanted to do was send a shout out telling me you love me, when I shot right back information. So you respond to things and other things you don't. But when I responded to her, I put God all up in there, because that's who's giving me strength, power, honor, respect, love. He has never failed me yet, and I'm trusting God to believe in what I got going on so I can receive the blessings over my life, because I'm humble. I'm humble to God. I bow before the grace of God each and every morning, saying thank you for waking up. Thank you for giving me a mind to call on your name, Jesus. There's power in the name of Jesus. You know, deliverance comes when you begin to purge yourself and tarry. Those who know apostolic people, we tarry for the Holy Ghost. Yeah, all that slob and all that, you don't take all that. Yeah, you could do it John 3:16, sure. But understand, once you confess it with your mouth that He is King and Lord, you are now saved. So the things that you used to do, all you have to do is stop or ask for directions. I love how people think when you drive and you get lost, asking for directions is a sin. What? Really? No, I'm going to ask for directions. Can y'all tell me where such and such and which bus and da-da-da-da-da-da? That is Yolanda. I get lost often, and I jump on and off buses not knowing where I'm at, but God is gracious to me that whatever destination I end up. But again, we all struggle with some things. Let me let y'all know what the devil has given me and how I have worked it for my good. I have OCD, which is obsessive compulsion disorder. My house is clean. I sweep, I mop, I do everything in my house, even though this man doesn't respond to me. But greater is He that is in me than he that is in the world. He's being sanctioned. He's already in court going through sanctions. So all I had to do was send out my warring angels, and they're out there warring for my behalf. But my humbleness belongs to the Almighty. I'm never above anyone. I'm never beneath anyone. I'm unapologetically anointed. And I'm telling y'all, it's hot outside. Hotter than Jesus' toenails. I'm sorry, but it's really hot. And Yolanda chooses to stay in the house I have the air conditioning, and then I got a fan. I don't do heat well. Heat and me ain't friends. When I lived in Florida, that was a different story. But now, honey, it's too hot outside. I could pass out, because I have orthostatic hypotension. That means that I can't elevate or regulate my temperature. So while I might be in the state of mind of walking, wanting to go somewhere, my body started responding. You don't need to walk nowhere. You need to sit your butt down and rest. And that's what I've been doing. And it's too hot outside. Anybody that's been through a senior citizen moment and had the idea, oh, I'm going to go running outside. No, sweetie. That's why I don't want to live in the West Coast, because they have fires. And the East Coast, we have hurricanes. And believe it or not, in Chicago, we have tornadoes. Tornadoes has touched down in different parts of Illinois. And I watch the news every morning to see how the injustice keeps pouring in and pouring in and pouring in. I'm praying for the nation. I'm praying for Chicago. I'm praying for the mayor. I'm praying for each and every one that's in leadership, because as we know, we are living in our last days. And if we can understand the government systematic why we get vaccinated, everybody has a choice to be vaccinated. But if you don't want the world to shut down, go get vaccinated, because this Delta variant is nothing to play with. And you know who is killing? The people who have not been vaccinated, or even the people who have been vaccinated and don't wear masks. That is ridiculous. You think that shot frees you from the Delta variant? It's a whole nother strand. Why not obey the laws of the land? And you know what? I'm going to give y'all another information. And I'm going to ponder on something. So if God tells you, touch nothing unclean, and you call homosexuality an abomination, let me give you some more abomination. Don't ever say you don't eat roaches, because that's a lie. Shrimp and lobsters are poor man's meals. They've been poor man meals forever. And they are bottom feeders, just like catfish. They bottom feed. They go to the bottom, they eat everything. They be talking about pigs eat everything. But the Bible also clears that up in the New Testament. Said, why are you so concerned about what you eat and digest when it spews out anyway? So I can eat whatever I want to, whether it be beef, pork, fish, chicken, but y'all know on Mondays and Fridays I'm vegan. So I have my vegan options already ready, already prepared, and I just put them proportion amount. I'm a very religious, spiritual person, but I'm also a very routine and have my own agenda things going on that I do. And I thank God for the mind, the renewing of my mind, to keep me humble, to let me know that no matter what, baby, I got you. And I wake up with a praise in my mouth, a song to sing, and I've been up since 51 minutes, so it's almost been an hour. So I got up at 3:26. Well, I put on my watch at 3:26, but I've been up since 2:50. But again, when God wakes me up, I give God honor. Because some people didn't get the opportunity to wake up. Some mother is laying next to their child praying that God will spare their lives. But you got to have a David spirit. David was a man who sinned constantly, but he knew the ability to ask God for forgiveness. And he was considered a man after God's own heart. Because we know in the Bible, the people that he chose was the hardest people that he could ever think to take. Like we know that a stammer, you can have a stuttering, but God can still use you. We can say, oh, I've been diagnosed with this, that, this. Okay, I've been diagnosed with PTSD. PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder because of what I've been through. And that's why I don't mind staying in the house, because all that outside ain't for me. I love my home. I love where I live at. I love the arrangements that I have. I love everything about my life because it's my life. And I praise God in advance for everything that he's doing for me. But being humble means that it's okay. If you don't have it, God will give you a knowledge to go get it. And the one thing I love about me is I don't do evil for evil. Like, my landlord, he has done some deceitful, despicable stuff. But I still keep his place clean. I still find the need to protect his hardwood floors. What people tell me to do, like run the water 24 hours. No, you don't do evil for evil. Because if you send out your warring angels, there's nothing for you to do but sit back and let them play how they play. And I'm going to tell y'all, the word that God gave me is he ain't playing with this situation. He's going to delve it out and work it out for my good. And I am thankful that I have the sense to take the pastor next door information and take it to another level. Because the pastor told me, say, you got to get in the alderman's face sometime. I didn't have to get in their face. I just made a phone call. And like that, the lady had me a new case number. She told me to keep my phone available, let them know when they're coming out. She told me, this is already been going on. This is already done. We just need to add you to this situation. And I'm like, bless the name of God. Holy is the Lamb that was slain. But I trust you. I depend on you. I lean on you. I'm honored to be one of yours, the chosen ones. Because the chosen ones don't get it easy. Let me let y'all know something. If God gives you a gift and you don't use it, then I don't understand it. But I have some powerful women in my circle that I love them because of their mindset and the renewing of their mind. It's simply amazing. Women and children who are in my life, really, I tug on them and show them all the love that I can. Because at the end of the day, love is all we have. If you can't love the next person that sits next to you and say, God bless you, that is a problem. You should not be at war with nobody. Religion should not be your, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, oh, this and that, this and that. I'm finna give y'all an example. And y'all tell me how y'all was born. Okay, so I've been, not me, my husband has been diagnosed with cancer. And he said to me, I think I'm going to go ahead and do marijuana. I'm going to ask the doctor to issue it to me if it's going to relieve my pain. I said, there is nothing wrong with it. I've used it for pain. I still use it if I get to the point financially where I can do it. Now, because of my underlying conditions, I can't smoke. So it comes in all different varieties. Ice cream, this, that, this, that. And again, is it a sin for the man who is in pain, who they can offer something that is herbal? A sin. Because the doctor ordered it. The doctor ordered it for me. So is it a sin to get what the doctor gave you instead of you calling it unclean? Oh, I don't touch unclean things. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do this. I don't do this. Listen, last I checked, you do whatever you feel is comfortable for you. I was walking down the street the other day, and there was a man just sitting on the bus stop drinking a beer and having a shot or whatever he was drinking. And I began to pray, say, Lord, change his mind, change his heart, change everything about him. But then, as I began to say it, I began to say it to myself, Lord, change my mind, change my heart, create in me a clean heart and renew the right spirit. Wash me with hyssop, God, so that I can be covered underneath your blood, because we may not know why he's sitting on a bus stop. I don't know what he's going through. But Lord, be gracious and merciful to keep him alive through his situation. That was my prayer, period, as I was walking. Didn't stop to lay hands on him. Because if you are a prayer warrior, your mouth moves. And if it didn't move, guess what? He didn't receive it. And that's the thing about it. You got to have a Peter spirit. Give a word and let it go. Whoever listening to this voice, wealth, health, and prosperity is always something I always say. Because I'm wealthy, I'm getting healthy, and I'm prospering. And that's the wonderful thing about my life. It's because I remain humble. Now, y'all have a wonderful Friday. Be blessed. Some of y'all getting paid today. Some of y'all are not. Either way it go, give thanks for having a job. Because some people looking for people to work and they can't find them. Everywhere in Chicago is looking for someone to work. They are very short-staffed at restaurants. They are very short-staffed at hospitals. They are very short-staffed in anything that you want to do. But me, I can't do my job anymore. I was a pharmacy technician. I still have my license. But I can't do those calculations. I can't stand on my feet that long. I can't do anything that would cause me to run back into that field. Customer service, yeah, I can sit down all day and, talk on the phone. But then I would have to learn technology and this and that. And my technology knowledge is Apple. So anything above Apple, y'all gonna have to reteach me, because I ain't buying no new computer. I ain't doing none of that. But my LLC is manifesting, and I do have that in motion. My EIC number is there. I can file my taxes. I have a legitimate business, and like I told you, it made me cry yesterday when I saw the letter. And I haven't been downstairs to get the mail, so I don't know. But remember, you got to be a winner. Win at everything. Win at your lifestyle, win at your glories, win at your failures. Even when you fall, get back up. You know how many times I done fail? Like literally fail. Fail, broke my fingers. Fail, cracked my femur. Yeah. That's what orthostatic will have you do. I fell off a bus. And they took me to the hospital and told me, they just gave me some Flexeril. But then when I went to the doctor again on that Friday, I passed out again. And that's when the diagnosis of orthostatic hypertension kicked in, and they said, yes, ma'am, we can see your pressure drop in a minute. You get frustrated. But you know what? My pressure also rises when I'm in a whole bunch of pain. But I keep myself humble at the feet of God, saying, Lord, take out of me what you have me to have. If it's me to heal, let me lay down but down and heal. I even told Mother Tillman, say, if Sunday, if I feel like it, I see you in church. If not, then it is well. But I'm going to try. Yesterday was pantry day. I know not to step out in that heat. Talking about lifting boxes, and I was in so much pain. It was just unbearable. But God is who He is, and I'm holding on to God's unchanging hand. Again, I love y'all. Health, wealth, and prosperity is what I wish for you, and have a blessed and wonderful day.